The Man and His Muse by me, Caroline Henderson. The man and his muse are a mystery, for each the other is indelibly scribed on the heart. They delight in each other's qualities, although they lead separate lives and are often, if not always, apart. The mysterious wellspring of her joys captivate his most unusual imaginations in the form of sweet, delightful awakenings with enlightening and transforming revelations. No one ever plans to fall madly in love with an elusive being of unmatched inspiration, but the heart knows things the mind could never comprehend, so the man and his muse bond further without hesitation. Having released himself completely from the limitations of societal conventions, he opened his heart wide to her whims with the truest, most honorable intentions. Now I can only say from my perspective, as the receiver of his curiosity and desire, that when a man is this good to a woman, it lights her respect and adoration for him on fire. It's the kind of fire that holds the power of sunlit-like inner warmth and brilliant energies, traveling freely across the universe, right to him, that only he knows about, feels, and sees. For strong as every awareness is in its very moment, it still manifests in great ways, however discreetly, and herein exists the magicalness of it all, which settles his tormented soul completely. The man and his muse have a requited love, although to each the giving is quite different, balancing out the scales of reciprocated joy, bringing each to a tremendous place of empowerment. These two have a language unique to themselves, in a country where only the two of them live, on a landscape aplenty with ethereal riches that only this very one to the other could know how to give. Should days and weeks of silence flow by, without consequence or known reason, stress nor doubt enter the equation of their calling. They dance through each nuance of forever changing seasons. The man and his muse would seem to be a very unlikely, incompatible match, but the fact remains they are drawn by their differences that make the other an impossibly attainable catch. There are no doubts in the heart of the muse or the man reaching out for her inspiration, so she leads him on a journey through the caverns of the mind, and he absorbs every drop of this otherworldly sensation. Since the distance is great between them in the physical realm, their connection becomes all about things he cannot touch, but evidently desires with a might in his heart, on standby, imagining a connection he longs for so much. The man and his muse aren't really an item, or even a dalliance of the romantic sort, but rather a refillable tall cool glass of water that they each sip from as a platonic way to court. Think of these two as bee and flower, as good earth and the tillerman, as sun and flower and fisherman and sea, as the world when time began. Think of them as the writer and his pen, the voice, the singer, the poet, and the verse, a galaxy that could only be itself with stars, the mountain that the climber will traverse. The whirlpool and the vortex, the bottle and cap, the hen and egg never knowing which came first, the dream and the dreamer, the cyclist and the bike, the quench of water and the parched thirst. Gold and dreams become one and the same as stardust gets traded for heartfelt good news. The symbiotic exchange of beautiful gifts define the mutualistic relationship of the man and his muse.